Hey, what's going on, everyone? I want to thank you all for continuing and watching this series. This is the Master and Okta series. In this video, what I want to do is I want to talk to you and walk you through the platform, the Okta platform. So hopefully you have been able to install, set up your account, I should say, not necessarily install because it's in the cloud, but set up your account. So we're going to start off with the dashboard. So when you get into Okta, you're probably seeing the same thing as me, where you have one user, which is yourself. There's no groups added. You have SSO apps, state and 4, and we'll go and see what that is about later on in this video. The Okta service, where green is operational, and we have no agents. All right. If you come up here to where your name is, you can kind of go to my settings and you can go to the sign out area. If you go through this dashboard, you can see there's some more information they show you where security monitoring. Right now we're at a 47%, 8 of 17 tasks has been completed. You could view health insights. It's going to give you some more recommendations of what you need to do within your environment. Over here, org changes, update policy rule, default policy, catch all. Nothing really showing here. We haven't done anything. So you're not really going to see anything for org changes. This is what the defaults are. Zero IP threats identified, rate limit monitoring. That is the API rates that come through. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. You can see exactly where you're at, and you can also put a threshold there, so that this way you can get notified if anyone is approaching that rate limit. So you have app authentication protocols, you have total apps 4, and those are necessarily those are the Okta apps, right? So you saw down here, you're seeing the Okta admin console, and you have the Okta dashboard. So that's what it's more referring to. If you go into this section here, you have task, and we don't really have any tasks so far. You have down here is your notifications, and we'll let you know exactly to send a message to an end user if you wanted to. And then you have this whole getting started, which is what you probably saw when you first got into Okta. But what I really want to focus on in this video is the settings, right? So once you log into Okta, there are a few settings you may want to alter first, right? So I'm going to review each of those to start off with, to be honest with you. I know we got into the dashboard a little bit, but I really want to concentrate in this video in this setup right here. So if I come here to settings, right, if you follow me, right here you have your organizational contact, right? And that's something that you might want to really fill out, right? You want to put your company information in. Right now it's going to state the Okta dev account, but you can put your company information in there. That's kind of stuff you want to put in. You want to make sure your billing information is accurate within this section. It's going to be extremely important for you as well. Down here you have this give access to Okta support. And it's really important that you go ahead and you give access to Okta support. Right now it's disabled, but if you run into a jam, they can help you out. And you can keep it disabled and then enable it if the time comes about that you need to do that. Down to the left, you'll see where it says end user support. You have your technical contact information that you could put in there. You also have support phone number. So this could be your backup support contact. If I would have put my information in, I probably put in the support desk for my company. And then also you have a help link. So that can be a link for so that this way they can click on and they can find help, like a self-service or something like that. And then you have your end user help form as well that you can utilize. Over on the right, we have give directory debugger access to Okta support. So that's for troubleshooting purposes. You can let Okta support run read-only queries against your AD, Active Directory, LDAP information down here. If you go a little bit further down, we have the admin's email notification. So this would be, this right here says select the email notifications that you want to receive. These email notifications settings are specific to your admin account and do not impact other admins, right? So this is the notifications down here that the admins will receive, which admins you choose. So send it to all admins and blind copy them. You could do system notifications like user lockouts, user provisions, all this other good stuff here. You have third-party admins, manage third-party admins. This org contains third-party admins that need to be fully excluded from all Okta communications. So let's just say you have some type of MSP, you have somebody helping out like a contractor, you can, provide them some access as well. Down here we have client-based rating. So right here, what this does is you can enable per client rate limiting to prevent a single client from blocking internet traffic to Okta's login and authorized endpoints, right? So you can enforce limits and log per client, and then you also can enforce limits here for OAuth 2.0 as well. Then you have rate limit communications. So you can enable rate limit communications, enable rate limit warnings and violation notification emails when this org meets rate limit. So that's checked on by default. And then a little bit further down, we have the embedded widget sign-in support. So this allows admins to configure the interaction code grant types for apps and authorized servers that they manage. That's not really a feature that I've really used, to be honest with you. But we'll see later on in this video if we can get that into the course. And we have public client app admins manage the default super admin role assignment for public client apps, automatically assign the super admin role to a newly created public client app. Over here you have features. So over here you can have on this page, it breaks it down into really 3 categories. So it's early access and open betas. And features in early access are new or enhanced functionality available in both production and preview orgs. It is best practice to enable and test features in your preview org before enabling production. So this is just, hey, if you want to try to use it, you can, but you should probably do it in a test environment, right? So you want to have, a lot of companies have a prod, test, or dev environment as well. So these are the different features that that you can enable and test out within your Okta environment. And down here, these are the downloads. So this would be your AD agent installer. So for your Active Directory, see it says connects your Active Directory with Okta, your AD password sync agents as well. You have your Okta Radius server agents is another one that you can utilize as well. And then you also have your Okta Radius server agent exe and so forth. So this is just your downloads in this section. So if you go over here to reports, right now we don't have anything. This is just the reports you can download. You can see what's going on within your environment. Here is your system logs as well, so you can see this is where it help you out in terms of troubleshooting and see who's doing what and things of that nature. You have access testing tool is another option within here. Rate limits is another one, and import monitoring as well. If you come here to workflow, you have some automation, inline hooks and so forth. I really don't want to go into these too much right now because I'm going to have courses doing more of a deep dive. This is just a quick overview so you can see security. We're going to spend some time in security, right? So you have, your general security right here. This is also, things that you can enable and you can edit within your environment. You have your health insights, authenticators. There's a lot of different stuff that's going to happen within here. Your administrator, so you can say who you have as your administrator within your environment. And then over here is applications. So this is the different applications that you have active within your Okta environment. It's going to show up in here, and then you can also browse the catalog as well. This is customization, so you can change the way Okta looks, right? So and then you also have other things like SMS and email providers, domain, the branding, all that other stuff is here. If we click on branding right now, we can see there's different themes that we can put within Okta. We could change the logo and so forth. And in directory, this is where we're probably going to start off with during the course is, so you can get an understanding of Okta, people, groups, creating them, and then, making modification and doing imports from like a CSV and things of that nature. So that is pretty much it when it comes to the Okta platform. I really wanted to focus was with the settings area because this is where I think you'd probably want to come into when you first get Okta up and running and you want to say, okay, I need to put my own footprint here, and that's exactly where you would want to go for Okta. So with the next video, what I want to do is I want to start talking a little bit more about users and groups and so on and so forth. But this video was just a quick overview of Okta, so now you understand the platform to a certain degree. We will definitely get more familiar with with the platform as we go through the course. So as always, if you haven't done so already, please smash that like and subscribe button. Please share this video with anybody out there within your network. Perhaps this would help them out with their journey in the Okta journey, right? Their Okta platform. So I want to thank you all again for watching this video. Once again, my name is Kieran Tross. As always, my goal is to get you from scholar to consultant, and of course, consultant to expert. Thank you, and see you next time.